What an embarrassment. What an absolute embarrassment.
Angel Reese had her worst professional basketball game.
So lads, I just watched the Chicago Sky and New York Liberty game and I kind of wish I didn't. This was horrendous.
Last night was further proof as to why people do not respect the WNBA.
She was terrible in this game.
Angel Reese just delivered her worst game of the season. And trust me, the coach didn't hold back this time. Seriously, how do you mess up that badly and expect zero consequences? Time to drop the fantasy that she's some kind of superstar. She's nowhere near that league right now.
The Sky's minus 60-point differential is the worst through a team's first two games in WNBA history.
The Chicago Sky have officially set a new low in WNBA history, starting their season with a staggering negative 60-point differential over just 2 games. No team before has stumbled this badly right out of the gate, and the numbers don't lie.
Angel Reese had her worst professional basketball game.
Angel Reese, once viewed as a rising star expected to carry the team's hopes, instead delivered a nightmare performance that defied belief.
No, she was bad. 0 of 8 from the field, 12 rebounds, of which I believe 8 were offensive. It was a terrible, terrible showing.
Over these 2 games, Reese went 0 for 8 from the field, committed 10 turnovers, and oddly enough, managed 0 assists, even while running point guard.
New York Liberty just chilled. Like, the New York Liberty did not go for anything in this game. They didn't go for anything. They were chilling.
Meanwhile, the New York Liberty relaxed through the match, with their bench players outperforming Chicago's starters, a humiliating contrast that only deepened the Sky's woes.
5 turnovers, 0 assists. I don't see Tyler Marsh winning the Coach of the Year.
The fallout has been explosive, with Coach Tyler Marsh's reaction making headlines as he publicly let loose on Reese. This is more than just a bad game. It's a window into a team spiraling out of control and fans already revolting behind the scenes. How does a team with so much promise unravel so quickly in front of everyone?
Worst plus minus in all of the WNBA is, in fact, you guessed it, Angel Reese.
Angel Reese's collapse on the court reads like a cautionary tale in numbers. Her shooting sits at a dismal 22.7% from the field, with a shocking rate of missing 3 out of every 4 layups from within 5 feet of the basket, shots that any professional should convert with ease.
9 out of the bottom 14 are Chicago players.
To add insult to injury, some of her offensive rebounds come from moments where she caught her own blocked shots, turning what should be hustle plays into viral clips of embarrassment. The team's struggles show clearly in the plus-minus statistics, where 9 of the 14 worst players in the league are from the Chicago Sky, Reese leading the pack in negative impact. Turnovers pile up with careless passes and lost dribbles, killing any momentum and frustration bubbling over visibly. The idea of Reese as the team's star crumbles when she can't finish at the rim or control the ball under pressure. When the numbers are this brutal, how much longer can the illusion last?
Tyler Marsh, once again, salute to you. You are doing the rest of the league a favor.
This meltdown isn't just a string of bad plays, it's a crisis shaking the very foundation of the Chicago Sky. The disparity between expectation and reality is stark, and the team's chemistry shows cracks wide enough for the public to see. Coach Tyler Marsh's decision to openly criticize Reese after this historic disaster only fuels the fire, putting a spotlight on failures that might have been better handled behind closed doors. Fans are not just disappointed, they're angry, questioning leadership, roster decisions, and the future of their once promising franchise. The combination of poor individual performance and a fractured locker room spells trouble that extends far beyond the scoreboard. Is public humiliation the catalyst that will spark change or deepen the divide?
This was last night's press conference. Now there's Tyler Marsh in the middle, and you got players on each side. Right here
Coach Tyler Marsh's post-game press conference became a spotlight for all the things going wrong with the Chicago Sky, especially when Angel Reese was nowhere to be seen. The empty seat where Reese should have been wasn't just a missed media appearance, it was a loud statement. Reese's absence sparked immediate rumors that this wasn't just about skipping questions, but possibly a form of internal punishment or a way to avoid the heat.
Angel Reese, who's supposed to be the star of this team, dodged the press conference.
Fans and media alike didn't hold back, tearing into Marsh for putting Reese's struggles on public display instead of protecting the team behind closed doors. Yet, this raises a big question. Is Marsh breaking down the team with his blunt approach, or is he simply calling out harsh realities that everyone already knows but is afraid to face? The debate rages. Some say he deserves credit for honesty, while others blame him for the chaos that's unraveling on and off the court. Could this public fallout be the tipping point for the Sky's season, or just the start of deeper divisions?
The Chicago Sky are already imploding from within. Fans are turning on the team. Camila Cardoso, oh no. Free Camila Cardoso. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky experiment.
The visible tension isn't limited to just the press conference. Viral footage showed Camila Cardoso physically distancing herself from Reese on the bench, an unspoken but crystal clear sign of frustration boiling over. This kind of open discontent is rare in professional teams, especially from a player known for her composure. When teammates start turning away from each other in full view of the world, what hope remains for a turnaround?
She was terrible in this game.
Chicago Sky fans aren't holding back anymore. The calls to bench or outright trade Angel Reese are growing louder by the day. Social media has exploded with people labeling Reese the worst player in the league right now, while the coach, Tyler Marsh, is getting slammed as an incompetent leader who's failing to pull this mess together.
You do have Sky fans that are turning on Tyler Marsh. They're screaming that Kennedy Carter should be back on the team. Angel Reese should be off the team.
There's also a rising chorus demanding the return of proven scorers like Kennedy Carter and Teresa Weatherspoon, players who brought real fire and could actually finish plays. Behind all this is a deep frustration with management decisions. Losing valuable draft picks and questionable roster moves have left the team gassed before the season even got going. The fan base is torn in two, splitting into camps fiercely defending Reese or demanding her exit, turning what should be a basketball season into a battlefield of opinions. When fans turn on their own star this hard, can the team find any path back to respect?
How is Angel running point guard going? 5 turnovers, 0 assists. I don't see Tyler Marsh winning the Coach of the Year.
The problem goes beyond just poor shooting or bad turnovers. Reese was given the role of point forward, a high-pressure experiment that's spectacularly backfiring. Her natural strengths, grabbing rebounds and bringing energy, aren't enough when she can't score reliably or handle the ball under pressure. Putting her in the primary offensive role has exposed just how much the team depends on a player who isn't ready to carry that weight.
But you've got some decent role players on a bench with nothing. You've got nothing as far as your offensive players. I've always said this about Angel Reese. If Angel Reese is your 4th best player, your team's good. If Angel Reese is your 3rd best player, your team's okay.
Contrast that with how effective she can be as a 3rd or 4th option, where she adds value without the burden of being the main scorer. This mismanagement doesn't just hurt the current season, it threatens to stunt the growth of younger talent who need a stable system to thrive. When the spotlight is on someone struggling this much, the whole offense falls apart. How long can a team survive when the main player's role isn't what she's built for?
They went in the second quarter, Kennedy Burke 4 of 4 from 3. She's not going to keep that up. Maureen Johanna shot well, 4 of 5 for Tash.
The Chicago Sky's roster problems run deeper than just Angel Reese's struggles. Losing key energizers like Kennedy Carter and Marina Mabry has left a massive hole where grit and leadership used to be. Without players who can spark momentum and bring intensity, the team feels flat and uninspired. People
Literally said that I was a hater because I said Camila Cardoso was not going to win Most Improved Player. Camila Cardoso might win Least Improved Player. She plays with the freaking she plays with negative motor.
On top of that, other starters are underperforming. Camila Cardoso's negative motor has become a real concern. showing a lack of effort that drags the whole squad down. Ariel Atkins, expected to be a steady scorer, has also been disappointing this season, adding to the void.
Their bench is good, their starters aren't great, and I just didn't realize how bad their starters are.
While the bench fights hard and sometimes outshines the starters, it's clear the front line isn't doing enough to support Reese or generate consistent offense. The coaching staff struggles to establish proper spacing and rhythm, leaving the team's offense cluttered and ineffective. To make matters worse, the Sky don't even have their own draft pick this year, having handed it over to the Minnesota Lynx, which cuts down on options to rebuild and inject fresh talent. How do you rebuild a team when the pieces that kept it alive are missing or broken?
Say on Sunday, they should beat the Sparks. They should beat the Sparks. There's no excuse for that.
Looking forward, the Sky face a tough road. Their upcoming games against the Sparks and Wings are seen as potential opportunities to claw back some respect, but the schedule also features a matchup with the Mercury, a team that feels out of reach right now. Patience among fans is wearing thin, not just for Angel Reese, but also for Tyler Marsh. Rumors swirl about trades and coaching changes as the pressure mounts. Let's see whether the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese meet the expectations in the next game or completely spoil the match just like this time. Subscribe now to be updated on that.